Hello everyone and welcome back to more Mystic Destinies! We are back for one last time to do one last person or dude that we have available to us in this story, and that is Hikaru Kazama! Oh my god, our professor! Our elusive, mysterious professor whom we haven't seen him at all in terms of I think from Shinji's route onwards, so I guess just Takumi's route, we haven't seen him. He hasn't really appeared much, and when he does, it's just like for a split second, and then he just goes off on his own. And we have no information about this guy other than the fact that he was our professor. We got a little bit of like how he likes to hang out in Berettas every Thursday or some shit like that, and he goes on dates. I don't even know. But anyways, regardless, let's get started on his story. So yes, I bought his his technically not his like full story. It's split into two books. And so that's the only difference in terms of how Hikaru's route would go. It's split into two books. There's book one, book two, and then so yeah, we'll just do book one and see how where that goes or how long that even is. But anyways, whatever. Regardless, let's read up on Hikaru because yeah, we kind of left him off. He didn't even get like a little preview that I did. So yeah, let's get a little bit of a refresher. So the enigmatic professor Hikaru Kazama. The ever-charming Hikaru has had a tragic life, though rarely will one catch him without a smile plastered on his face. He is known as a friendly yet stern man who takes his job very seriously, but he prefers to stay in his memories. Stop that! My haunted keyboard is back. So yes, but he prefers to stay in his memories of a happier time when he can. Hikaru rarely uses his abilities to the fullest because of past events that still haunts him to this day. Okay, so I wish I could turn back time. Okay, so tragic past, nice. Okay, so I guess we're gonna find out a little bit about his past. I guess. Ooh, we already have his unseen. Really? Okay, so I guess we can go through this. Okay, so he's 27 years old. Okay, alright, I can deal with that. October 14th is his birthday. He's 5'11". Not that tall. Shinji's taller than him actually. Wow, because Shinji's damn tall. Oh my god. So, university professor, he likes ancient Japan and history, but dislikes vulgarity and disrespect. Oh no. I curse a lot. People in the know say the reserved Hikaru cries openly at tragedies and romances. Really? He's a sensitive guy? Aw, he likes his rom-com. He likes his, like, chick flicks. Alright, let's see his... oh, okay, there we go. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know we can go straight to, like, going to the unseen and then, and then seeing it after. It's because we usually get it after, character's route. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, this is the story. Book 1! Spoilers warning! Okay, this route contains major spoilers from all 4 previous routes. Okay, as it serves as the finale to the entire game. Okay, it also contains spoilers about the universe itself, which will lessen the enjoyment of the other 4 stories. We highly recommend that you only play Hikaru's story after you finish all the other routes of Serendipity of Aeons. Yes, so those of you who haven't watched, my other Let's Play on the other guys, and go away, go watch those. Go watch those before you watch this, or unless you are here for, you already know what happened and you just hear from my Let's Play of Hikaru's route, then yeah, stay, watch. Okay, let's do this. Alright, book 1, Shattered. Okay. Wow, so dramatic. Okay, anyways, let's go. Okay, so yes, figures we would be back here in terms of like just looking over who should be our mentor when Hikaru suggested it would be one of the other guys that were there. But anyways, we're gonna choose him this time. I'm assuming. So I look around at all the other guys at all the guys surrounding me, but there's just one thing that strikes me as odd. Why? Why can't I pick you, Professor Kazama? I mean, yes, logically, because you are the expert, supposedly. You're a prof. So I would figure, because I'm not a student, this is for a grade. But, look, this doesn't make sense. You're a professor, you probably know the most, yes. She is right, and you're used to teaching people about things, right? And you were able to shield the entire class from whatever it was I did. So you're the best person to help me. She is right, you can't fault her logic, Professor. Yes, thank you, Tatsuya. True, can't get out of this one, Professor K. Yep. Logic isn't... Hana, you'd have to contact this person outside of school hours. Yeah, but it's alright. I'm a professor, so I don't think it'd be appropriate. Well, no. But this isn't high school anymore, Professor K. Yes, we're all consenting adults here, so it's all good. I don't think anyone would care if you texted a student outside school hours, right? Right. I don't think any rules exist like that. Exactly. There's no policy that says you can't do it. All the guys seem to be in agreement. Yes. As if it's already been decided, they start picking up their bags to get ready to go. Okay, it's decided. Anonymously voted. Meanwhile, Hikaru is just standing there looking as if the world just ended. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to put you on the spot like that, but it makes sense though. She's not wrong. Come on. I start to push myself to get up, and Hikaru seems to snap back to attention. He leans down and easily pulls me up. With a sigh. He turns to me. Okay. Come on then, I'll take you home. Okay. Aw, so gentlemanly. We step out into the hallway. Alright. Right. Hikaru is walking slightly faster than me, as if he doesn't want to be seen with me. Oh my god. You're so dramatic. As we walk, I begin to notice occasional stares, mostly from young women. Well, of course, because Hikaru is a very attractive man, okay? Some of the looks are curious, but some of them are outright glares, because he's like, oh my god, he's seen with a woman. Who the hell is she? I look up at Professor Kazama to see if he notices, but I can't see his face, because he just wants to get out of there. The looks continue outside. Oh no. Even young men are staring at us, though they seem either curious or confused. I'm honestly beginning to wonder what kind of reputation Hikaru has on campus. He's just really mysterious, and everybody's just like, wow, this is the first time I've ever seen this guy with somebody. I mean, I know he's good looking, but this seems a little excessive, right? After a few minutes, we finally make it to the parking garage. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, you want to grab your car? When he returns, it's with his car, a black sporty coupe. Yes, nice. Somehow I'm not surprised. Yes, I'm not surprised either. It just seems to fit with his model-esque aesthetic. Aesthetics, yes. He pushes open the door for me and I get in. Okay. That looks like an Audi sign. Like somewhat of a like kind of like Audi-ish or Nissan. I don't even know. Anyways, regardless, I'm just sidetracking. So I take a moment to appreciate the soft black leather of the seats and the faint smell of coffee in the air. I'm sorry, I should have said this earlier, but my apartment is close enough to walk to. Yes. Not a problem. I don't think he prefers the walk, though. People were staring at him. You look pretty shaky, so getting driven is probably the best option. That too. After I give him my address, there's no other sound besides the quiet hum of Hikaru's car. Okay. He seemed really friendly around everyone else, but with me, he acts so strange. Why? Maybe he doesn't like me? Maybe that's why he seems to resent me picking him so much. What? No. Maybe you resemble him. Resemble someone he knows in the past. Maybe. Ooh. But I don't even know the guy. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I know. You never know. Maybe again, he's like reminded of somebody that's really similar looking to you, and that had something to do with his tragic past. I begin to feel seriously awkward about this. I begin to seriously feel awkward about the entire situation. I guess I did really push myself on him, didn't I? I mean, maybe that's the reason he doesn't like me. But he's the one who made me choose. I'm so conflicted, I'm not sure what to say. But I can't take the silence anymore, thinking that he's sitting there hating me. Well, so I blurt out a random question. Okay. That day in the business club. Why did you stare at me like that? Huh? Dude, he's driving. The car swerves a little off the road, hitting the edge of a sidewalk before Hikaru rights it again. Oh my god, that was dangerous. Whoa, what was that about? Dude. Hikaru finally looks at me for just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. To answer your question, you just looked a lot like someone I used to know. Yes, I told you. But she's been dead now for a very long time. I'm pretty sure it's not Shizuka unless Shizuka has really hidden herself away from the world and like away from Hikaru that like he assumes that she's dead. I don't even know. Maybe it's a different person altogether. Oh. What else can I say? Someone he used to know. Like somebody that he used to know. I try to think of who I look like and flashes of my mother come to mind. Yes, that's what I was thinking too. My stomach reflexively knots and I try not to think of her face. Right, she's still traumatized over that. No, that's highly unlikely. Shizuka probably doesn't frequent the kinds of places a young man would. Yeah, true. Besides that, as far as I know, she isn't dead. Yeah. A disturbing thought occurs to me then. What? One that asks if I would really even care if she was. I shove it to the back of my mind. Well, as of right now, you still really kind of hate her because, you know, what she did to you, so yeah, you would think that, hey, I don't even care if she's dead right now. Finally, we stop in front of my apartment. Without really looking at me, Hikaru begins to speak carefully. Okay. You seem tired, so you can tell me your situation when we see each other next. Okay. But if you really don't know anything about the supernatural world, I guess I can tell you this much. What? I'm pretty sure that you're a part of a special class of humans known as sorcerers. Yes, it's true. For some reason I can't figure out, you hold immense power for such a young sorceress, because I obtained them from another powerful sorceress. Your power seems to sporadically release when triggered by an emotional event. Yes. So essentially, I'd just like you to avoid those until we can get your powers under control. Yeah, sounds good. Sound good? Yeah, smart. It's a good idea. So I really am a sorceress now? Yes. I'm not entirely sure how to react to the information, but I nod. You're gonna have to accept it because you're stuck with it. Well, it makes sense, so yeah, I'll try my best. I was fine all day through school today, anyway. Alright, good. Yes. Well, you should be okay to walk to your door, so he really doesn't want anything to do with me. I feel a little dejected by how casually he's trying to get rid of me, but I obey and start to get out of the car. Yes, well, it's just the beginning phases, okay? Like, he's still awkward about it. Then I make a split-second decision to say what's on my mind. What? I turn around to face Hikaru. I'm sorry about forcing you into this. Yeah. I don't want anyone helping me who doesn't want to do it, though, so I'll choose someone else tomorrow. I'm not so weak as to beg for anyone's help or try to force them into it. Not even if I think it's your duty as a teacher to help people anyway. Aw, nice. Hikaru finally turns around to face me and our eyes meet. You have very beautiful eyes, sir. I just want to point that out. For some reason I can't fathom, he seems to be truly in shock. With a strange look on his face, Hikaru raises his hand as if drawn to me. He reaches out across the seat and pauses for just a moment before lightly touching my cheek. Wow, whoa, intimate touch already. I find myself leaning in toward him without thinking about it, our faces getting closer. Whoa! I just felt bad, damn. I can't help but be mesmerized by the intense color of his eyes, right? You have very beautiful eyes. I would get lost in them too. Are you sure I'm not what? What? Of course you're not. You're Hana, right? Oh, no, yes, I'm not a reincarnation of anything. Yeah. I don't know how to respond to this, but Hikaru quickly removes his hand and leans away from me. Whoa. Had a little bit of a moment there where he's like, oh my god, are you my lost love kind of thing? But no, I'm not. He turns away from me and somehow I feel a little sad. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what happened there, to be honest. No, it's alright. You got caught up in your memories. I also apologize if I came off as rude, or like I don't want to help you. That's not it. It's just, yeah. I accepted this task, so I'm going to go through with it. Okay, wow. You were right. What? As your homeroom teacher and as someone who can do this, I should be the one to help you. Alright, so please understand that any issues I have are personal ones and nothing to do with you. Yes. I'm sorry. It's fine. I got my own issues as well. Hikaru pauses a moment before leaning over to reach into his glove box. What? He takes out a piece of paper and pen and writes something down. Probably his number. Here, my contact info. Yes, score. Please don't hesitate to use it if you need me. Of course. Thanks. Alright, I get out of the car, thoroughly confused, but feeling a little better about the situation. Yes, at least you found out he doesn't hate you. I can only watch Hikaru drive off into the approaching night with conflicted feelings. Okay, so, oh wow, classroom. So I sit down in my chair just as the class is about to start. I have to remind myself not to bite my lip while I look around. Why? After yesterday, my history class was suddenly switched to Professor Kazama's with little explanation. Oh yeah, right, cause she... No. Wait, I was trying to remember the format and like the rule of like how classes work now that she's part of the supernatural class. It's either she's She has to take those classes as well as like the normal regular classes. I think so, yeah. I think that was it. Yeah, that was like the situation. So I didn't even know he taught normal classes, and finding out about it this way has left me feeling off balance. Oh, okay, so she's in a regular class. Okay, yeah, I figure. Okay. Duh. Sorry, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this universe again. So I'd heard that life in university can be hectic, but after what happened in the basement, I don't know. Was I really expecting it to get better? No. I sigh and slump in my seat. At least there's no exploding classrooms this time. Yes. Well, I hope not anyway. Well, as long as he doesn't trigger you. I mumble to myself and sit back up. I get the feeling Hikaru wouldn't appreciate me sitting like that in his class, all slouch and shit. I snort. I bet he's the one responsible for my classes being switched last minute. No doubt to keep a better eye on me. Well, it's a smart thing to do. I look around the classroom again, trying to spot the professor in question. Yeah, is he not in yet? I wonder, will he say anything? He doesn't really seem like the type to, but I guess I could be wrong. Though I wonder what would happen if I did go off spouting about Hagiwara's secret basement. But do I really want to know? What? Oh my god. I'm mumbling this when a mop of white hair catches my eye. Takumi appears before me before I can so much as blink. He plops down in the seat next to me with a big grin, nearly splitting his face in half. I guess some people just really love history? No. Hey Hana, I didn't expect to see you in Kazama's class. Yeah. Hey Takumi, yeah, I switched recently. Oh really? Yes I did. Is it cause you heard all those rumors about his looks then? Shut up, no. What? What are you... No, definitely not, yeah. But that's definitely an overreaction. It's because I'm not denying that he's good looking, okay? Like, I didn't switch just cause he's good looking, but I'm aware of his good looks, you know? Takumi's eyes trail off to the side and I follow his gaze to the entrance just as Hikaru walks in. Yes, there's the man of the hour. Professor K's classes are always super interesting though, so you made a good choice. Oh, great. Time to begin the lecture. Okay. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't need to. He doesn't raise his voice, he doesn't need to. Everyone starts to quiet down just as he enters the classroom. I mean, if he was my teacher or he was my prof in any of my classes, hell yeah, I'd pay attention. In the back, however, a pair of students continue to whisper to each other. Bitch, listen to him. Shut up. Hikaru says nothing, only stares at the two students who, finally noting the silence in the room, look at the professor. The words die in their throats in an instant, yes. Silence achieved, Hikaru writes, Silence achieved, Hikaru starts writing the words on the board. Christianity, Evagrius Ponticus, and, oh my god, and John Cassian. Okay. Damn, yeah, names. What the fuck? Names. He draws an arrow pointing to the words, then adds the 7 deadly sins. Oh, okay. Hikaru writes out each sin: lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. Okay. Then, with marker still in hand, he turns to the class. The modern concept of the 7 deadly sins is linked to the works of the 4th century monk Evagrius Ponticus. There we go. Jesus, Greek name. He identified 8 evil spirits or thoughts that human beings need to overcome. My fingers speed over my laptop keyboard, trying to note down everything the professor says. I'm somewhat aware of how many typos I must be leaving, but that's a problem for future me to work on, right? I just type. Or I just let autocorrect do its work. Sorry, future me, one of us has to take it for the team. Ponticus's pupil, John Cassian, brought the concept over to Europe, where it became fundamental to Catholicism. Catholicism? Oh my god, I didn't even know. It ended up influencing many works and arts, including Dante's epic poem, The Divine Comedy. Yes. Catholics added 7 counters to the sins, known as the 7 heavenly virtues. Okay. He adds chastity, temperance, charity, diligence, patience, kindness, and humility on the board across from the 7 sins. The concept of sins and virtues being an inherent part of humanity isn't one exclusive to Europe, however. Yes. In Japan's own Bushido, there exists a code typified by 8 virtues: justice, courage, benevolence, respect, honesty, honor, loyalty, and self-control. The virtues are not unlike those in Catholic doctrines. Yes. This fact in itself is just one small implication of many that humanity is basically the same at the core throughout time and space. Yes, we're all the same on the inside. No matter what ethnicity someone is or what age they hailed from, they probably basically thought and felt the same things at the core. He laughs. What? But that's probably a discussion for philosophy instead of history, isn't it? Yes. Getting philosophical. Hikaru moves on to talk about other topics, but at the end of class, he assigns us homework. Oh, okay. We're supposed to research more about the sins, virtues, and other similar codes and how they feature throughout history. Okay. Seems like a kind of heavy topic for the first lesson. He's that prof. He's that prof that you come back from the first day of school and be like, "Okay, here's your homework." I was like, fuck you. I jotted down in my planner, circling it twice so I don't forget. Not that it wasn't interesting, but he really does toss his students right in the deep end, huh? Yeah, like, you a hot prof, Professor Hikaru, but like, damn, you're one of those profs. I slowly packed my things up, waiting for most of the other students to rush out first before making my own way out. Just as I'm halfway out the door, I suddenly feel a large hand on my arm. What? I jump, nearly dropping my phone. That would have ended badly. When I turn, I forget what I wanted to say in an instant. Oh, don't leave yet. Oh, okay. I gulp. Why? Don't leave yet? Why? I can't think of any good reason for him to want me to stay behind, but despite my confusion, I can't actually bring myself to ask. I look down at his hand on my arm, and before I can comment on it, he removes it. I need you to come down to the basement with me for extra lessons. Okay, extra lessons? Oh my god, this can like... innuendos. That sounds a bit... Yeah, okay, so I'm not the only one where my mind could just kind of went that way, even though I'm pretty sure it's not. Hikaru sighs. Not those kind of lessons. I know, I'm sorry, it automatically went there, even though I know it's not. Not today, at least. Oh, okay! Shut up! Wow, then what? Isn't that kind of... Then when? Then when? Then when? I want to play along. I don't want to think this... Isn't that inappropriate? Nah. I can do this. I have fucks with it. I can play games. Oh god. Stop it, Kate. Then when? Stop cock-blocking me. Then when would be a better day? This weekend, maybe? Haha, lol. I was thinking more along the lines of never. Okay, well. Shut down. This is my first year of teaching, and I'm not looking to be fired. Oh, yeah, I forgot that he doesn't like vulgarities, but like, I was just joking. But you just said, you'll find I'm often a contradictory man. Yes, you are. I'm learning now. Anyway, I've decided that I'll give you extra lessons in my spare time to speed this thing along. Okay. It's obviously not safe for you to be walking around with such immense power and no control over it, and I'd be remiss to ignore it. Stop it. To ignore that. Yeah, remiss to ignore that. So you need to be willing to put in the extra... What is wrong with you, keyboard? Do you really not like Hikaru? God, so you need to be willing to put in the extra effort and time too. Yes, of course. The faster we get this... Oh my god, I guess my keyboard really doesn't like Hikaru. Like, wow. Stop that. Stop it. The faster we get this done, the faster we can be done with each other. Wow, you're so... Damn, that's cold-blooded, dude. Jesus, does he really have to put it like that, right? I'm not particularly pleased with his tone or with having my free time suddenly taken away from me. When am I supposed to do homework or relax or anything or live my life, you know? I have a social life before all this. But I can't exactly argue with his logic. I did choose him and he is giving up his own personal time for this. Yeah, I guess. With no other choice, I sigh and nod. Follow me then. Okay. I've already got permission to use one of the empty lecture halls to do this, though they don't know the exact details. So we might be blowing shit up and, you know, we won't tell them. If they did, I doubt they'd let me handle this alone. Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound good. Yeah. I suppose that I'd better be a little more thankful to Hikaru for helping me. With another sigh, I follow Hikaru out of the classroom. Okay. Here we go. Man, I don't even know how to romance Hikaru because he says I'm a contradictory man. So like, am I supposed to go along with your little dirty jokes and games, or am I supposed to be like, set you straight and be like, yeah, I don't like that. But I can't help it. Hikaru points to the front of the lecture hall and I plop myself down in one of the front seats with a sigh. I could definitely use a coffee for an energy boost, but with just the two of us here, at least I can relax more. Okay, Hikaru takes his place at the podium. I quietly watch and wait for him to start. Unlike in previous lectures though, there's something different about him. His stance is more relaxed than before. Yeah, he leans on one elbow, a hand thoughtfully cupping his face as he looks out at the ocean rolling outside the strange windows. Okay. Where to start? Okay. Yeah, where to start? He mumbles to himself. I pull my laptop out of my bag and open it, getting ready to type and record the lecture. Nope. It's gonna be more of like a, what's it called? A hands-on kind of deal, right? Finally, Hikaru's eyes land on me. Yeah. First, I think you should have a little bit of magical history before we get into the gritty details. Oh, okay. Among humans, there are mages and there are sorcerers. Okay. I lean forward in my chair, my fingers resting on my keyboard, ready to type away. What exactly is the difference between the two? Hikaru pauses at my question for a few moments. Their origins. Right. Do origins matter that much? Yes, they do, because sorcerers are like a little bit more hated. In our world, yes, gods, as the keepers of the universal order, make it so, yeah. Mages are humans who have gained their magic stop! God, what the hell? Okay, whoa, stop it. Mages are humans who have gained their magic through a union with Fae. Oh, okay. Some might say that it makes all mages some part Fae. Okay. While sorcerers were humans who were granted powers by the god of chaos. Yes. Oh my god, stop. I am so sorry that this is happening, you guys. Like, I have no idea why this... Okay, let me just try to fix this. Hold on. Okay, are you gonna behave? Yes? Okay, let's continue. So because of his interference, sorcerers are often seen as wrong because they didn't come about it in a way that flows with the natural order of things. Yes. A cold chill creeps into my very bones. If sorcerers are wrong, what about homunculi then? Just how wrong am I? You're just wrong. God. I glance up at the ceiling, half expecting it to collapse on top of me as some sort of universal way of correcting what's not meant to exist. Yes. Unaware of my internal struggle, Hikaru continues his lesson and I quickly try to pull myself together. But the cold feeling never leaves me. This is no time. Oh my god. I thought you were done. Stop. This is no time for existential dread to kick in, Hana. Right. Can't have a crisis right here, right now. That's a little awkward. I push all thoughts away and focus on Hikaru instead. There are only a few well-known sorcerers in history. These individuals are born with the potential for extraordinary power. It is often said that they are the only mortal creatures who can ever hope to rival the power of the gods. Yes. As such, it's unfortunate that most do not live very far into adulthood. More often than not, they are killed before they can reach their potential. Some are killed before they even receive their powers, or just after getting them. The sign of a sorcerer awakening is the changing of the eye color to a vivid green, which I have half of. In the past, humans would kill anyone who showed signs of becoming a sorcerer. Yes, many would go as far as to murder their own relatives if their eyes turned green. Damn. There are some documented cases of children born with green eyes being killed due to others assuming they were sorcerers. It remains unclear if they actually were, yes. The humans did this out of fear of the wrath of the gods, yes. There even used to be a saying, green eyes bring fury, yes. The sayings are originally meant as a warning to those who wish to make enemies of the ancient sorcerers. However, as time passed, it took on a different meaning, which means like green eyes, if you see green eyes, then they bring fury, which is the fury and the wrath of gods, yes. According to some records, it was around 900 AD that the saying turned into a warning that indicated a sorcerer's birth would bring the wrath of the gods upon everyone. Yes, I was right. It wasn't too hard to figure that out. And so it became common practice to kill any potential sorcerers before they had the chance to grow into their powers. Yes. Most of the well-known sorcerers in history were born before this time. Okay. After they started being called the Curse of the Green Eyes, only a very small number of them survived. Okay. Perhaps the best known sorceress in history and the only female sorcerer to survive past the age of 20 is Chihiro Hagiwara. Chihiro. It's like Spirited Away. The woman who, as you may be able to tell from the name, this university is named after. And it's my mom. Sorcerers are considered to be the children of the god of chaos, as it was he who gave them powers. All sorcerers that have ever lived can be traced back to the original ones. Okay. My mind buzzes with the information, trying to absorb everything he tells me. I can hardly believe that this is all real history, that it's not just something out of a fantasy book, right? No, it's not just that. It's real history, but it's my history now too. I'm part of this, whatever this is, yeah. I swallow. Whether I like it or not, yes. Whatever my role is to be in this, I can't help but feel that it's also incredibly tragic. Oh, what exactly did Shizuka have to go through? She must have lived through those times. Yes, she has. Perhaps the only reason she lived this long was this curse. Perhaps the only reason she lived this long was this curse that I now have to carry. Hikaru doesn't give me time to properly process any of it and pushes on to his next topic, control and focus. The first thing any supernatural child or human with magical powers learns is emotional control through breath control. Alright, yes. That's where we'll begin. Let's do some yoga. I desperately try to take notes down as fast as I can, but it's different when you're the only student, and much more difficult when your teacher is Hikaru. Yeah, he just blazes on through. He don't give a shit. He keeps stopping long enough for me to take notes until eventually, what? Why don't you just record my voice and focus only on me? That's true. It's difficult to focus on little else, but to be honest, and yet his good looks do end up distracting me from time to time. Yes, it's true. It's all too much for my exhausted brain, but Hikaru is relentless and soon has me begin to practice controlling my breathing. Over and over again, I inhale and exhale until I forget how to breathe normally. 2 hours into the lecture, we're finally done and I feel like a wrung-out wash rag, while Hikaru seems only the slightest bit tired. Hikaru sighs and picks up his laptop bag, slinging it across him. We didn't cover as much as I'd hoped. Oh my god! I've never taught an adult the basics before. Maybe I should study up on how to do this in a better way for you. I want to have lessons at least 5 times a week until I think your control is adequate. Oh my god, 5 times a week? 5 times a week? Jesus. You do know that I have other classes, right? And I once had some semblance of a social life. Shut up, don't give me that. I don't think you understand how dangerous you are right now. Well, it's true. I understand why you wouldn't, but you have to trust me when I say that you are. This isn't something you can put off without dire consequences, right? I sigh and nod. Okay. I stayed just long enough to coordinate schedules with Professor Kazama. The moment we're finally done, I find I'm too exhausted to muster even some semblance of excitement or relief. Too drained from much of anything, I drag myself home. Ugh. Alright. 2.5 months pass by in a blink of an eye. Wow, okay, so how's your control, girl? How you feel? Between Hikaru's private lessons, normal classes, and the other magical ones that I was signed up for, there's hardly time for anything else. Yes, you're becoming a Shinji. I come home every day with just enough energy to somehow force myself to do homework before falling straight into bed. I can't remember the last time I wasn't too exhausted to make myself actual food. I don't have a hint of a social life even, and ended up having to drop business club just to be able to keep up with my school workload. Wow. The only other person who I have seen outside of school recently is my father. Okay. I sigh and stop by the window of a chocolate shop. Oh, chocolate. I hardly pay attention to anything in the store window, too thrown off by my own miserable-looking reflection. Them bags. These days, there's barely a moment where I don't feel dead tired. That's me every day. What does it feel like to not feel exhausted 24/7? I can't remember anymore. Well, welcome to my life, girl. To top it off, there's this wall between Hikaru and me, a wall that feels as impenetrable as the Great Wall of China. Yes, and it's miles and miles long. I sigh again, fighting back the urge to rest my forehead against the glass storefront because you looked really crazy if you did. While I've gotten used to little things, the While I've gotten used to the little things, like the way he speaks and gestures, I'm not sure if I can trust that those are real. He still seems so different from that first strange day. Though I have learned a lot quickly, and I don't know when I'll use it all, I still don't feel as if we've gotten closer. Yeah, it's like a strictly business kind of relationship still. Our lessons are basically him lecturing me to death, then staring at me and correcting me till I get the technique right. Then he tops it off by assigning me a ton of homework before leaving. All I know about him is that he's friendly enough to everyone else, but seriously strict with me. I still think he doesn't like me, probably because he has to give up his social life because of me. Hey man, we're in this mess together, so I've given up my social life too, okay? You're not the only one who can bitch about that. So, well, it's really because of freaking Shizuka, yeah. I don't know what to think of Shizuka after learning the history of sorcerers. Even when asked about it, I haven't been able to tell Hikaru about the ritual that gave me my powers. Well, you're gonna have to at some point. Just thinking about it makes me sick inside still. I'm thankful that I'm too busy to really worry about it, but yes. I sigh once more and walk away from the shop. This is one of the rare times I get to visit the Chowa district, a place he once showed me, albeit very briefly. I had been excited to go somewhere, anywhere, to do something new with him, but yeah, it was very business. This is Chowa, a supernatural district that is home to both humans and many different kinds of supernaturals. Chowa district is the largest supernatural district in Japan and the 27th largest supernatural district in the world. Wow, okay. And I'm pretty sure, like, Diagon Alley is on that list too. And the lecture continued on in that vein. The lecture continued on in that vein, with him briskly walking from shop to shop, briefly explaining that there were many magical shops that sold many different things. He had warned me not to buy anything I didn't understand just because I could. And in the end, he advised me to come with him with any questions or any of my other supernatural friends. Alright, wow. Friends. What friends? I haven't had time to make any. Well, the only reason I'm here now because Hikaru asked me to visit him for a lesson today. Really? Oh. You could have grabbed some chocolate on the way. Hagiwara is closed for an event this Saturday, but I don't want to delay your lessons. You're finally picking things up in good time. I think we can be done with extra ones before the end of this year if we keep up the pace. Oh my god. So I want you to come to my place. Really? Whoa. Immediately I sit up straight. What? Your place? Okay. Yes, that's unfortunately what I said. But don't get any ideas. This is strictly a tutoring lesson. Yes. You're assuming I had any ideas other than that, right? Am I wrong, or do you not know what women usually come to men's homes for? Shut up. That had me particularly annoyed. My nose is runny. That had me particularly annoyed, and just remembering it now makes the feelings rush back full force. I don't know why he's so rude to me. Or is he secretly like that to everyone and it's just his brand of humor? Maybe. Like, he seems to make those like inappropriate comments, but then he's like, no, I don't mean it. Like, stop. It doesn't matter how attractive you are if you act like an asshole. Right. I agree with you on that, girl. I take a deep breath to calm myself down and continue to walk into Hikaru's place. Like, I'm not some sort of child, okay? From the second I step into his apartment, he barely spares me a single hello before beginning the lesson. Dude, I didn't even sit down yet. God, you're not gonna offer me tea or anything? God. But you have a nice apartment. Very traditional in the sense. A lesson I've had mixed feelings about, both excitement to learn something as cool as creating a tangible wooden copy of myself, and pure dread at how difficult it sounded. Alright, and I wasn't wrong about that part. Why couldn't I be wrong about the difficulty? I would love it if I was wrong. Heck, I'd shout it from the rooftops about how wrong I was. I sigh and refocus on Hikaru before he can tell me off for spacing out again. Yes. Hikaru pauses, takes a deep breath, and repeats his last point. To create a wooden copy of yourself, you need to focus all your attention on what you're doing. Yes, yes. Once you master the basics, it will require less of your attention, meaning it will become more useful in battle. Fold the air in on itself and shape it to mirror your own form. Oh my god. Hold it until you can feel Hold it until you can feel it come together into a shape that won't fall apart. I nod and focus on the empty space before me. Fold the wind! Oh my god, how the fuck do you fold wind? Alright, just focus. You can do this. I hold my hands out and take a deep breath to still myself. Moving in and out, I move my hands, forming the air into a humanoid shape that slowly becomes more and more visible with each motion. Am I doing it? I'm actually doing it this time. Focus, Hana. As the humanoid form takes shape, it slowly starts to look more solid. Alright, I push my hands together in one swift maneuver and let go. The copy stands in front of me, and I can barely hold my excitement. I did it! I did it! What? A powerful gust of wind blasts through the room, knocking me back into the sofa. Ow! What the fuck? I cover my head as books fly everywhere. The wind dies down as quick as it came, and I open my eyes to see Hikaru contain the raging wind with a small ball. Into a small ball. Okay. With a flick of his wrist, it disappears into nothing with no trace. What the hell? Before I can finish my sentence, Hikaru turns on me with a furious look on his face. What did I do? Did you even listen to me? I told you to be careful. What? I did. I was, right? Before I know it, hot tears spill from my eyes. Yeah, you made me cry. I hope you're proud. Hikaru looks away from me without a word. Crying? Why am I gently touch my tear-streaked face as if checking to make sure I'm not just imagining my own reactions. The stress. I guess it finally got to me. Yeah. I don't want to cry in front of Hikaru though, so I scrub my face and look away. And look away too. After a drawn-out silence, Hikaru eventually rises to his feet. Let's take a break. Yeah. He leaves me alone. I don't bother to ask where he's going and just focus on trying to get my emotions under control. Despite my progress, Hikaru has been cold to me for months. I should have expected this here too. A few moments later, Hikaru returns with what appears to be hot sake and cups in his hands. Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, I needed this. He sinks back down to his cushion and, after pouring it, places one cup in front of me. Looking down at the cup in his own hand, he starts to talk. I'm sorry for yelling. Yeah, and I'm out of tea, so I thought maybe this would relax you. Oh, well, you could have offered me this too in the beginning. And actually, no. I guess that wouldn't be such a good idea, because, alcohol and shit. What should I say? Is this your MO? It's okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's okay. I gingerly take the sake glass and take a sip of it, letting the warm, smooth yet burning feeling flow down my throat. It's okay. I know you didn't mean it. I know you aren't like that. I look up at Hikaru for an answer, but he seems lost in thought. Okay, did I say something wrong? Silence passes between us for an uncomfortably long time as we both drink the sake. We won't be getting any lessons done like this anyway. Yes, both intoxicated. I stand up and Hikaru looks at me, his eyes questioning. I thought I have some other homework to do anyway. Hikaru stares and then nods. He smoothly rises up, presumably to be a good host and see me out. I walk towards the door, but then I stop and turn. I find that Hikaru is standing right next to me. What? We've never normally been this close. There's usually a big distance between us, both literally and metaphorically. What? I half wonder if he hasn't been doing that on purpose till now. But why does he look so upset right now? Instinctively, I gently touch his arm. You okay? Really, it's okay. Thank you for your kindness, Hikaru. Yeah. For some reason, his first name slips out, and I hear him inhale sharply as his eyes widen. He suddenly gets even closer to me. Oh no, he's having one of his moments where he's like, oh my god, are you my lost love? Whoa! Whoa. What's happening? Hikaru has such a dark, tortured look on his face as he leans down to me that I can't stop myself from gasping. Are you okay? What are you doing? What's happening? I can tell, you're not exactly like her, but maybe when she was younger, she was like you? What? What? Who? What? A soft look falls over Hikaru's face. You really do look just like her. What? Only one of your eyes is different. And then the way you touched me, just then, you said my name. This is I'm a little uncomfortable. Like, as much as I kind of like this, but like, this is really awkward. Hikaru's eyes narrow. There are many strange things that happen in this world. Yes. Could it be that you remember? Huh? I have no idea what to say. It doesn't help that my cheeks won't stop burning when Hikaru's so close to me like this, looking at me so intently. What if I told you I did? I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't want to play into this because we aren't. Dude, you need to snap out of this, girl. Hello? What if I told you I did remember, but I don't remember because if I said that, I'd be lying, so no. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes. A sad smile passes over Hikaru's face. It's okay, but if there's something to know, I promise you I will find out. What? Hikaru looks at me intently for a moment with something almost like longing. No, can't be. I'm imagining things. Whatever I tell myself, my heart won't listen. It speeds up in response to how he looks at me, but Hikaru simply steps away, albeit reluctantly. What the fuck? Hikaru heaves a heavy sigh. You regret it, don't you? Getting to even see this much of who I am. No! Wouldn't it be better for you if we pretended this conversation never happened? I can go back to being the friendly Professor Kazama, and you'll never have to feel uncomfortable with me again. The sound of rapid clapping fills Hikaru's apartment, cutting me off. What? Rapid clapping? Well, what the? Beyond confused, I turn to see someone walk out of one of the rooms in the hallway. What? Who are you? Whatever or whoever I was expecting, it certainly wasn't someone like this. A tiny woman stands before me, wearing elaborate Japanese clothing and a hairstyle that doesn't seem to fit her traditional outfit. What the hell? Did Hikaru seriously just have some woman Did Hikaru seriously just have some woman waiting in his bedroom? Hello? I turn to Hikaru, expecting at least some embarrassment on his part, but all I see is pure and utter horror. What? Well, I'm impressed. I surely thought you two would already be in the bedroom by now. What? I feel my cheeks burn in embarrassment at her words. Me and him, us, in the bedroom? What the fuck? What is this woman going on about? A plethora of emotions swirls inside of me, ranging from embarrassment to annoyance. I finally settle on shock and confusion in the end. Yes. The small woman looks around at Hikaru's apartment, walking around and nodding as if appreciating what she was seeing. She picks up one of the sake glasses off the table and begins speaking in a delicate but playful voice, not unlike that of a young girl. I was going to go for a dramatic entrance. You know, just appear right in your bedroom. But yeah, or maybe even standing on top of the bed. But of course, she easily crushes the glass in her hands, shards stick out of her skin, but no blood flows. What the fuck? Wordlessly, I watch as the sake drips off her elegant fingers to the floor. You ruined that for me. That's what you do, isn't it? Ruin things. Oh well, I guess I'm ruining something too, aren't I? What? I mean, I'm sure you were having a pretty good day until I showed up. Who the hell are you? What the hell? I'm so confused. Finally, Hikaru seems to come to his senses. He narrows his eyes at her. I didn't sense you. How are you? How am I here? You are so very predictable. Just as I had known you'd take your little whore back here. What? I'm not a whore. Hey, what? Hey, I'm not a whore. Oh, you think I don't remember you? But I'm not who you think I am. That's the thing. She laughs. Okay. The last sorceress. Without you interfering, I would have been free. But I'm not the last sorceress. Well, I am technically now because Shizuka passed her powers onto me. And she's technically immortal now, which means she doesn't have any powers left. But like, she's the one who lived 1,000 years, not me. Free to destroy them all. What the fuck? But that's okay. I'll just make you two suffer. What? But I don't even know you, bitch. You can't come up in here and act like you know my story. No. What? And then I'll finish what I started. What? Oh, but I have waited for this so long. The strange woman giggles and claps as she skips around me in a circle. Hikaru watches her with a dangerous look on his face, but makes no moves. She suddenly stops and looks into my face. Without taking my eyes off of her, I step back a little. How should I do this? Should I torture your dearest Hikaru in front of you, or you in front of him? But girl, I don't even know you, and you got the wrong girl. We stare into each other's eyes in silence. What I see in hers makes me shiver. Her wide pink eyes are so cold and empty. There's no mercy, no understanding, no nothing. Just a whole lot of nothing. A chill runs down my spine as I fully comprehend that this cute little woman in front of me is in fact a complete psycho. Danger. The woman glances back at Hikaru and he tenses. He's getting ready for something, but what? An escape, I'm pretty sure. The fact that he hasn't attacked yet, and my own overwhelming senses screaming at me that I should run instead of fight, have me frozen. But it is so difficult to kill a demigod. What? My breath catches in my throat. You're a demigod! Oh my god, what? Demigod? I jerk my head towards Hikaru, who doesn't seem at all surprised by her comment. So he's actually a demigod. I kinda Didn't I say I had a feeling on that? Like really, really long time ago when he was like, explaining about demigods and shit like that? I don't even know, but I had a feeling that Hikaru was some sort of like, at least a god or some shit like that. Yeah, maybe, yeah. She continues her little speech, undeterred by his lack of reaction and completely uncaring of my feelings at the revelation. It's a good thing I'll have fun trying though, no? I think we should go. She giggles and looks back at me. I'd like to take my time with him then. What? Preferably while he's screaming for you in agony, but you got the wrong girl. The woman nods and lightly hits her fist into the palm of her other hand. That's it then. Starting right now, we'll find out if you're really immortal. Yes, I actually am. I survived a shot to the head, so yes, I am. Let's have some fun. No, thank you. In the next moment, so many things happen all at once that it seems impossible. For a split second, I wonder if I'm just dreaming. The woman moves in one flowing arc with her hands. What? The woman moves in one flowing arc with her hands, throwing them out at me. Ouch. Oh shit. The whole room appears to distort and shimmer as the woman's eyes glow white. What's happening? Hikaru, why aren't you doing anything? I can barely understand what's going on. I stand frozen in my spot as a voice, one I realize is my own, just screams in my head. The colors bleed out of the surroundings, rapidly turning everything to grayscale. I have a strange feeling that in that moment, everything around me is shifting. I myself am shifting as the woman focuses on me. What the hell? I feel like I'm moving through thick water. What's going on? Am I dreaming? No. Everything around me feels so strange. My whole body feels heavy, yet light at the same time. I can't tell if I'm about to sink or float away. Suddenly, I'm pushed by something hard to the side. It's Hikaru, finally. Time feels as if it's moving slowly and quickly all at once as I fall and hit the wooden floor below, hard. Ugh! Ouch. I look up as I try to pull myself off the floor and see Hikaru standing in front of me, holding out one hand up, defensively against the woman. His own eyes glow, much like the strange woman's. Oh my gosh. The room starts to coil violently as if it's woven fabric being ripped apart. Oh, the shifting image before me and the odd sensations of everything moving around me as the room begins to glow brighter and brighter makes my head spin. Everything is so bright I can't see. The brightness burns, bringing tears to my eyes. I squint, but that doesn't change anything. My ears ring, the sound only getting louder and louder by the second. I close my eyes, unable to bear my senses at being assaulted like this all at once. Guys! Oh my god! What the fuck? I slowly open my eyes and struggle to sit up, swaying in each movement. There's a ringing in my ears as I see the woman there, her hand covering her mouth as she laughs. The sound of her laughter, it's in my head. I try to shake my head to clear it, to get her out of my mind. But something catches my eye, distracting me from the maniacal laughter in my head. Hikaru, are you— Oh shit! Hikaru limply lies on the floor between us, face up, his glassy aqua eyes stare at nothing. Oh shit, no, what happened? What the hell? What's going on? No. Am I getting a bad ending already? This all has to be some sick dream. I can't hear anything other than the ringing in my ears and the mad, endless hysterical laughter in my mind. I try to speak, to ask who the woman is, what happened to Hikaru, but no sound seems to come out. Whoopsies! I don't quite know what happened there. What? I was going to save Hiki. I was going to save Hiki for I was going to save Hiki there for last, but it looks like I've killed him already. What? Killed? No, wait. Kill isn't strong enough. What? What? What could possibly be worse than being murdered? What it's called when you're. What it's called when you're. What it's called when you tear someone's soul apart. What? I feel numb. This can't be real. This can't be real. I have to do something to wake myself up from this nightmare. I tried to scramble over to Hikaru's body, but the woman instantly stops laughing, her expression twisting with insanity. Don't you dare! What? No! I immediately stop from the sheer pain of the thought that rips through my being. Clutching my head, I scream, though my voice remains missing. You don't get to even fucking touch him. Girl, I don't even know you! You honestly thought I'd let you touch him after you let those disgusting humans get away with murder? What? I'm paralyzed by the pain in my mind, by the woman's rage, and the pain in her voice, now bordering on something not even human. I can only continue to clutch my head in pain and fear as the tears roll down my face. But then, the woman suddenly seems to calm down. And for a moment, I feel like I can breathe again. Oh, mighty sorceress, the last sorceress Shizuka. But I'm not her, though. Shizuka! The one name I don't expect to hear out of some strange, insane woman, my tears stop at the mention of her name. But before I can even attempt to let her know that I'm not her, the woman raises a single hand at me. She screams, her distorted shriek reverberating through my mind. What? I hope you're ready to spend eternity as dust, but... I'm once again at her mercy. Pain, unimaginable pain spreads through every fiber of my being. My skin tingles, it burns, as if trying to peel itself away. My body and my mind scream, I can't think. All there is pain. I can feel my bone twisting, bending against the strain of an invisible force. Pain, pain, horrible pain. Pain, lots of pain. There's nothing else but pain. It's all too much. All I want is an end. Please, just let it end. My consciousness slowly slips away, and in my last moments, I feel grateful for everything to just stop. Did I get a bad ending? What? What? Am I dead? I take a deep breath, feeling a peculiar serenity wash over me. How long has it been? There's no more pain. Is this... I can't move or feel anything. I'm not entirely sure my senses are working correctly because I can't see or hear, or even feel anything else. Is this what being dead feels like? But you're immortal, girl. All discomfort has vanished and I'm left wondering what happened. I don't want to think about that strange woman, or the pain, or... Hikaru. The question I wasn't able to ask haunt me now. Who was that woman, or what was she even to have so much power? I don't know anything. Ugh, I hate feeling so clueless, right? But she did call Hikaru a demigod. Yeah, I'm not sure what I expected him to be. Human, I guess? A mage, maybe? A mage, maybe. Yeah, I want to sigh. She also called me Shizuka, but even if I did get the chance to explain, I doubt that woman would have listened to me. Faintly, I hear a voice. I'm not quite sure if it's in my own mind or not, but I recognize it as the woman's. I'm petrified in fear, or rather, I would be if I even knew if I still had a body. Shit, it didn't work? She would be a fucking pile of dust. She should be a fucking pile of dust. Well, I'm immortal, so... I grow steadily more terrified at the anger in the woman's voice, but also grateful that I must not be dead, at least. Yes. Well then, I guess the stories were true. The bitch is immortal. Yes, I already told you. How to make an immortal suffer? Well, her lover's already blasted to bits, so... Oh god. She giggles. Oh, but living forever can be a curse, can it? She claps. Okay. Oh, I know. You can hear me, right? Yes, unfortunately. So I was thinking that you can spend the rest of your miserable existence in the space between worlds. What? Her voice sounds so sickeningly sweet and cheerful. Oh, and because I'm not totally heartless, I'll send your boyfriend's corpse too. Have fun with all that, Kay? What? I can only listen in horror as I feel a strange prickling feeling spread over my whole body. I'm thankful to feel anything that's not pain after all that, but this isn't better. When I open my eyes, I gasp, but I hear nothing. Nothing. And not even the sound of my own breathing. Am I breathing? My hair floats around me, forming a halo around my head. What is going on here? Right? I'm confused too because did I get a bad ending already? I see nothing except what appears to be the void of space. The void of space, yeah. My eyes dart back to my hair. For some reason, there's white streaks in it. Yeah. What is this? Could this have something to do with Tsuneka's attack? But you didn't even know her name. I sigh, knowing there's no use in wondering about something so small. How did you know her name? What? It's clear I'm only trying to avoid processing the situation around me. Okay. Alright. I scream and scream, but there's no sound. Oh, yes. I'm cold. Am I cold? I don't even know, girl. I'm just as confused as you are. I can't stop shaking. No. What did she do? Breathe in, breathe out. I keep repeating that to myself over and over and over. Over and over and over. Yeah, I wrap my arms around myself, trying to stop myself from shaking. Where am I? Space. You're in space! I look out into the vast nothingness. My thoughts feel especially loud in this soundless void. This can't actually be space, can it? I don't even know. It looks like it can be space. The words that woman said before whatever she did comes to mind. You can spend the rest of your miserable existence in the space between worlds. Yeah. The space between worlds, is that what this is? Yes. I tried to turn around, but it's an odd feeling, trying to force myself to move with nothing to move off of. Hikaru, right. I spot him floating next to me, just out of arm's reach. Go to him, leave him there. Go to him! You need to save him! Save him. Go to him. I struggle to move towards him. After what feels like hours, I get close enough to grab onto his sleeve and pull us closer together. I look into his glossed-over eyes. There's no recognition there. No, nothing. I know my voice won't be heard. I know there's no sound here, but I try anyway. Professor Kazama! I mouth the words as I shake him. Hey, Kazama! Wake up, please. Hikaru, you can't really be gone. Yes, after time stretches endlessly by with no response, I have no choice but to stop. That woman's word ring in my head, his soul torn apart. I frown and reach out to close his glossy eyes, unable to stand the lifelessness reflected back at me. Despite everything, how we were with each other, Hikaru did defend me until the very end. Above all else, in the end, you were undeniably kind and selfless. And now you're gone. Yes, I'm sorry I didn't realize this sooner. I'm sorry I didn't try harder to understand you while you were still with me. You were my only guide in this strange world. Now you're gone and I'm so scared. Why did you leave me alone? What am I going to do alone now in this, whatever this is? Right? You can't leave me alone to this. I can hardly believe that we were having a drink in his living room just a little while ago. He sacrificed himself to that insane woman, but for what? I wish you were still here. I wish you could tell me what's going on. Who was that woman? What did she do? How do I get out of here? I close my eyes, hoping that I might wake up and this will all have been just a nightmare. More time passes. I start to look for a way out of this place, though I feel too anxious to go too far and let Hikaru's body get out of sight. He's my only anchor to, well, anything really. Yes, in this void of emptiness. I'm stuck floating with nothing but a corpse to keep me company. At some point, I try to talk to Hikaru, even though no sound comes out of my mouth. I try anyway, pretending like I can talk, like he could even hear me if I could. Anything to keep my mind off the terror of being here in absolute nothingness. Could this really be space? If it is, how can I breathe? Thoughts like that come and go, and eventually the fear melts away. Everything does. When I get hungry enough, I figure out a way to get around by pushing myself with my magic. But even though I push myself forward, nothing seems to change. Am I actually moving anywhere? With the view staying the same from all angles, I can't tell if I'm going anywhere or just spinning in place. Ugh, I know, this is frustrating. Like, this woman just come out of nowhere, and she be claiming all this sort of shit, and I don't even know her. I don't even know her name, but apparently she's Tsuneko or some shit like that. I don't even know. But anyways, regardless, she just comes up in here like she owns the damn place and just sends me out in space. Like, how rude. I throw lightning in a random direction, but it immediately flashes out of existence. Nothing seems to change, no matter what I try to do. With my surroundings never changing, I eventually lose track of all time. Does time even exist in such a place? I don't know much about this place, but it's clear both time and space have no meaning here. After what feels like centuries, I realize that I lost track of Hikaru's body too. Oh no! I cry and cry until my tears run out. With nothing else to do or even think, I sleep. I sleep and wake countless times, and eventually I feel like my own mind is finally slipping away. When I see parts of me slowly fading away into nothing, I only blink. I briefly wonder if I've gone completely insane. Well, I don't blame you. But no, that doesn't feel right. It's that I'm fading away, becoming one with the nothingness. Oh well, is that really so bad? It's better than being alone for eternity. A small part of me, somewhere deep down, wants to argue with that. If this is a bad ending, this is a very long bad ending. It desperately screams out, help me, someone, please help. But who's there to hear me? Maybe by some miracle, Shizuka? Finally, I smiled to myself and closed my eyes, letting the void take me. I think I got a bad ending. Yeah, I did. That was a very bad ending. Girl, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to go along with his freaking like delusions of maybe I do remember you and some shit like that? Oh my god, I figured. God. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave this episode here. It's starting off on such a good foot, such a good note. Just get a bad ending on the first run. God, I can't. Oh my god, and I only had just a total of 2 choices to make. God. Anyways, I feel like I'm going to have to like, I don't even know. Maybe I'm gonna have to like, I'll go back on my own just to see if I can fix it by myself. But if not, I might just have to pull up a guide just to get me started kind of thing. Oh my god, Hikaru. No wonder you're the last one to be romanced. God, you're so hard to figure out. Anyways, guys, yeah, so tune in next time. We're gonna start off Hikaru's route again because I fucked up. This has got to be the first time this has ever happened to me. You fuck up on the very beginnings of starting a route. Wow, okay, anyways, guys. I'll see you next time where we could actually start getting into his story, not just, ended up here and what we've seen so far. So anyways, until next time, you guys, bye! Oh wait, no, I'm gonna add this little thing here before it takes me back to the menu. Okay, so, what's this? Did you get a bad end? Yes, I did, bitch. Don't need to rub it in my face. Well, that won't do at all. What? Hold up, what the fuck? Multiple question marks, because I'm hella confused. What? Oh my god, I did it! What? What the actual fuck? I'm shook! I'm so shook! I'm like, what is that? Okay. Hey, I'm alive! You got me, game. Oh my god, you got me good. I don't even know where this is gonna lead, but anyways, whatever. Okay. I'm still gonna leave it here, you guys. I thought there was some little extra, like, funny tidbit on something. I don't even know. I got an achievement for that. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it. I don't even know. I'm confused. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for sure. I don't want this to drag on any longer. I'm gonna go back and check on that achievement I got. But anyways, regardless, yeah. Tune in next time, and we'll see where the hell this is going. Okay, so until then, bye.